Hello, folks. This is just a quick video to introduce you to the classroom activity of the periodic table found on page 117 of your book. Here's what I'd like you to do, folks. First, read the problem and answer the problem in the form of your hypothesis to the best of your ability based on the lesson notes so far this week. Once you've done that, you have a section in the observations to fill out. And I would like to show you the information to put in that table. So you'll notice that I have listed the groups of elements on the left-hand side of the observation section with their Roman numeral, followed by either the letter A or the letter B. And RE down at the bottom stands for the rare earth elements. And what I'd like you to do in your observation section is actually write these names. I have them bolded, blue, and underlined because in your notes, these family names are actually hyperlinks to take you to some cool videos, which you'll be watching at another point in time. But what I'd like you to do is notice the color that I have given to you in the color code column next to these family names. I'd like you to use colored pencils or markers or crayons or whatever you'd like. Use something that is color-coded to write the names of the elements or the family names of the elements, the alkali metals, the alkaline earth metals, etc., all the way down to the rare earth elements. I'd like you to use the appropriate color to write those family names. And then under the column of special notes, I'd like you to write down what I have in parentheses here. Are they parentheses or brackets? These are quotation marks. Yeah, parentheses. In parentheses, the highly reactive, the very reactive, etc. You're going to need those family descriptions for the game of the periodic table that you will play as well. But for your home activity, you may have to pause this video to get the names of all the family names and the family descriptions. Once you've done that, you're going to turn the page to page 119, and you'll see the periodic table of elements in your book. It's just black and white. You are going to color code it according to the colors of the family from the page 117. So by the time you are finished with your periodic table, it should look more like this. A color-coded periodic table, and each of the colors represent the different family names and the different families of elements. Very important that you get this done correctly. And by the way, don't color so dark that you can't see the symbols and the information from the element squares from behind. So just lightly color each family, group, or column the appropriate color, and that will help you finish up your classroom activity as well as creating the game board that you will be using to play the periodic table game, which I'd encourage you to play on your own at home, have a friend or family member, and see if you can play the game as well. So that is it for the classroom activity. Stay tuned for the lab activity.